Wonder what to have for dinner.
I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The Chapel of St. Martin does not violate the terms of the White Gold Concordant. There is no Talos worship going on here.
It violates the spirit of the White Gold Concordat. I must urge you to cease and desist at once.
Oh? What is the spirit of the White Gold Concordat?
The spirit of the White Gold Concordat is that men are not...
Had the pleasure of hearing Renaud screeching? I have. Every single day. Maybe one day he'll shut up.
Here to browse my fine selection of ancient Nordic items? Why not? Many of them I collected during my adventuring days. I used to wander Skyrim in search of opportunity and adventure. I went through my fair share of Nordic ruins back in those days, and I took a liking to the ancient Nordic metalwork. So, I began to collect them as I adventured, and when I finally decided to settle down, I had quite an extensive stock. Selling only the best goods for your convenience and satisfaction. Goodbye. Ancient Nordic ornaments, weapons, armor.
I've got rooms, I've got food and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt. Well, honestly, sometimes I do. I'm only saying this because I suspect you might be able to help me out. You see, there's this snooty Altmer that came through here a few days back. One of those haughty Alinor types. Newcomer to Bruma. Well, he came here, not realizing that the Gerald view might have been more to his tastes. After he witnessed a few of our, morally gray activities and an exceptional display of promiscuity, well, he decided to leave. Now, in his outrage and disgust, he's planning to try and press charges against my tavern. If you could just talk him down, I'd appreciate it. Because I can pay you, and I'm just too charming to resist. Why wouldn't you help me? Great. He's probably storming around town right now, trying to rabble-rouse against the Watchman. Put a stop to it.
Accept him for an Argonian
Bye.
down on his luck. Please, madam. Just one septim. Bless you, madam. Bless you. See you around.
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. It must have been. Oh, hello. What are you looking at? Speak. That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own. Well, suppose I could, yeah. You'll need to know more about the job first, though. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We were battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success. A mercenary, eh? Someone after my own heart. Sure there'd be. I have a bit of coin left over from the old days. Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
Nordic heritage, Nordic culture, Nordic...
Hello. Ha! That isn't going to happen, I'm afraid. It's a dingy squat filled with criminals, rats, and lice. The amount of underhanded deals and crooked business that goes on there, it beggars belief. I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that? You should help me because the tavern is filled with criminals. They deal with bandits. They steal, they rob. Surely it's only right that they face justice for what they do? Excellent. As it so happens, I'm a mage by trade. I have access to many magical items from my home of Alinor. Take this. It's a very special memory gem. I have one active at all times, and this particular one recorded everything that happened at the tavern that night. Take it and let the guard captain listen to it. Irrefutable evidence. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action then.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? Very funny. I'd laugh if I weren't too tired to get the sound out. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks. Oh, well, this should be interesting. Go ahead. Let's listen.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Liftsertail, you know, from...
Ha! Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Liftsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Liftsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zarxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on!
If there is
Arviel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Ah. Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry. Goodbye.
An interesting question. We keep records of expenses from members of the Bruma court, especially the times it's coming out of our treasury. However, we don't give this kind of information out to anyone who so much as asks. Why do you want to know? Oh, you are. My apologies for my abruptness. I will get you that information, absolutely. One moment while I go check the records. Just wait here.
Marcius Carvin, Viscount Bruma. The title garners a lot of respect and a fair few privileges. Anyway, how can I help you? Yes, an explorer's guide to Skyrim. Very popular in Skyrim. Seems to turn up in the most unusual of places. See you.
Well, I've checked the records. There was one account of Afana Idici hiring some mercenaries for a job similar to your description last year. She spends a lot of time around the castle. You can go speak to her if you wish. Out of memory, there was another who hired some mercenaries for a bandit raid last year too. It was, Simon Gautierre. Yeah, that's the one. Not too sure on the details. I'm going off of memory here, since his mission wasn't recorded in the books. Huh. Strange that. We usually keep thorough records. Well, anyway, I hope I was of some help, but that's all I know, and all the books know. Best of luck with your investigation.
Good morning. Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Farewell.
Hello, I am Afana Idici. I'm part of the Bruma court. Rather high-ranking in it, too. Anyway, is there anything you needed? Let me think. There was one raid Simond organized, last I remember. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow, but I saw it in his journal. No, truth told. Though I imagine you could just check Simmons' journal if you wanted to do that. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying, I suppose. Well, yes. He's one of those mysterious men, you know? Just has an aura about him. Piques a lady's interest. You can't blame me for peeking in his journal, I hope. We all have our vices. In his quarters, of course, though you may need a key to get inside. Well, maybe I do. I'm a terrible liar. Okay, I have one. But I obviously couldn't give it to you now, could I? Unless you could always do me a favor. Here's what we'll do. I'll give you the key to Simmons' quarters, and you can do whatever you wish. But in return, you have to leave this note in his drawer. No need to read it. It's sentimental. Oh, fantastic. Here you go. I eagerly await your return. Did you do it? Did you plant the note in Gautier's drawer? Oh, I am aflutter with excitement. And? No. If this is gossip, I'm dying to know. Oh, well, of course he is. Excellent. Here, take a bit of extra coin. My treat. I can't wait until Simmons reads it.
You're back. Have you played back the Memory Gem's recording for the captain? When is he arresting that damnable innkeeper? Zarx's backside. I'm leaving this awful town. I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by lustful lizards.
With all due respect, sir, these aren't just trinkets. They're cultural artifacts.
What is it? Looking for the news. Talk to you later.
Stranger, have you seen my dad? Dad's a soldier in the Legion. He's always off with them, serving at some fort up in the mountains. She works at the Draugr Inn. I don't think she likes it there, but she says she has to make ends meet. Whatever that means. Whose end, and why does he need meat in the first place? Licinia Ironheart. She told me that she used to be called Licinia Prelius, but then she married Dad. Yeah. Grandpa told me it's a soldier's duty and that I should be proud of him. At home, I think. We all live in the big house across from the wizards. Mommy says they're called the Synod Conclave, but they just look like wizards to me. They make so much noise at night that sometimes I can't sleep. That big eye on their building is scary, too. Celis Prelius. Mommy says it's a strong imperial name, but I like my name better. It means I have a strong heart. Mommy must like it better, too, because she uses it even though it makes Grandpa mad. Farewell!
Can I help you? My dog, Scruffy, is missing. He's been gone for days and I'm worried about him. Scruffy and I were playing by the North Gate. Dad called me for dinner, and it was only later that day that I noticed he was missing. Maybe that means he went north. It probably does. But Dad won't let me out into the wilderness, though. Would you mind looking for Scruffy? I'll be your best friend forever! Yes! Come back to me with Scruffy, please, stranger!
That's good to hear. Thank you. Here, take a little bit of coin on the house. Oh, and have this. It's a leftover memory gem that one of the guys took out of the elf's pocket when he was passed out on the floor. Might fetch a decent sum. Farewell.
Can I help you?
What are you doing gawking at me? You're back. Any news on my wife? Who's the spineless wretch that sold us out? Tell me, now! Gautierre? The Breton? Then I'll rip his... Wait, a Breton? Really? A Breton? Weak-willed, soft-spoken, magic-practicing ponces? How could a Breton overcome an orc, even with bandits on his side? I remember overhearing talk in the castle that Simon had a luxury manor up in the east of the Gerals somewhere. Go search this guy's home. See if it actually was him. Find something, anything, that conclusively links him to the crime and bring it to me. If it is the damned Breton, that's when we act.
Bruce? Roger! Bruce? Roger!
another world.
That one actually stung a bit.
Who's there? I swear I heard something. There you are. What are you, a kid? Playing a game of hide and seek? That's right. Run away with your tail between your legs.
I'll show you what real pain feels like.
Who's? You're back! And you've got Scruffy! Thanks, stranger. Thank you so much! Oh, well, sometimes Dad accidentally bumps into Scruffy or drops things on him. He doesn't mean it. I promise he doesn't. But, well, he's getting old and his eyes aren't so good. What? Yes, you have to understand, Scruffy is my dog. He's my best friend and I can't... No! You can't take him away, please! Please, stranger, please give me back my Scruffy!
What is it? Let me see that! That bastard! Yes! He did it! I can tell, plain as day! He tries to speak in riddles, but it seems he's not all that good at subtlety. We found the bastard! And it implies he got her alive. Perhaps she's still alive. Come, my friend, it's time we got to the bottom of this, once and for all. You're going to Gautier's house. Now! I'll follow your lead. It's time for retribution. Well, he wasn't at the castle when I went to do a little investigation while you were away, so he must be somewhere. I bet he's at the house. Just probably not in plain sight. Slimy Breton bastard. Time to get payback. This is it, huh? Damn Breton and his creature comforts. Let's head inside. It's time to end this. Would you look at this? Silverware. Materialistic Breton bastard. Doesn't surprise me. That's what he thinks of her? Of course it is. Just another one of his possessions. Another trophy in his cabinet. That's slimy. Wait. Would you look at this? There's a trap door under here. Looks like these barrels got pushed over it. That little eel. Tried to hide himself by hiding the way in, eh? Well, that's that. Now let's march down here and find my wife.
Whew. Today went better than expected, I suppose. But some nosy type came asking around about mercenaries and bandits and payments. I told you the brute was back in town, and now it seems he's got a lackey who's on our scent. I even felt the need to barricade us in here for protection. This constant running and hiding is...
I know. This is... I don't know. This is still so strange. It's hard wrapping my head around it sometimes.
Yes, I know what you mean, dear. But sometimes things just happen, and you're foolish to fight back. It's unfortunate that we have to keep our relationship as secret as we do, but what choice do we have?
Quiet now, Samant. Just relax.
You sneaky, slimy, slithering bastard! Here with my wife! My wife! You deviant, backstabbing...
She's mine, Dumrag! She loves me!
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you! How dare you forsake me so brazenly for this corrupt, spineless...
Dumrag,
Enough of this! Atul loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
This comes as a shock. What do I do? What do I do? You're right. This was bad business all around. No good can come from stooping to this level anymore. I'm leaving this den of iniquity. Perhaps we'll meet again, perhaps we won't. Thanks for the help. Here, take this. Some gold from my old merc jobs. What's done is done. It's time to move on. I'm done here.
Well, stranger, if you'd be so kind, it would warm an old man's heart. Scruffy's his name, eh? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. That's right. I like him already. I see I found myself a true canine companion. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. It's not much, but have what little earnings I have. Gold pales so much in comparison to companionship.